Hey guys, today I'm going to give you 5 tips to earn more currency no matter what mapping strategy you are using. You know there are several mapping strategies. It doesn't matter if you are doing ritual or expedition or you are doing Azmeri Spirits. It doesn't matter. The tips that I am going to give you will help you with all the strategies while mapping. You are going to earn more currency and get more stuff by doing this. So let's get right into it. You have already heard that you should set up your farming strategy with 2 or 3 towers for if it is even possible. That is not my tip because everybody knows this at this point. What you are going to do is that you are going to set up those towers around a zone that is a cleansed zone. If you don't know it, the cleansed zone is this little diamond thing right here, and this zone appears after you clean corruption out of a zone. Why it is important to get a cleansed zone? Because in the cleansed zones you have the possibility of getting some like monoliths that give you above that is extra rarity, so you will find better items in this zone. Plus, you also have the chance of finding the fractured orb in this zone, and the fractured orb is really valuable if you go to the currency exchange. So this is like another layer of cool thing that you can get on top of what you are already farming. So your farming strategy is going to be the same, but on top of that you get extra rarity and the possibility of fractured orbs. So we are getting more out of the same thing. So in this case, you can see that my Atlas, I have 4 towers in here, but I also have a cleansed zone in here. So this is the perfect point, the perfect place in the Atlas to set up whatever your farming strategy is. Dude, over 60% of you are not subscribed. Why are you like this? Just click the sub button, my dude. It is quick, it is easy, it is free. You get content, I get a sub, win-win situation. Just click the sub button, my dude. When looking for a place like that, this is something that you will look at, right? You know that the red thing is the corruption. I can see, I have 1 tower in here, and I can see that there is 1 tower in here, there is 1 tower in here, and there is 1 tower in here. So I clear the path to the towers, I cleanse the corruption, and now this zone right here is perfect to set up any farming strategy. The second tip is please be smart about your farming strategy in terms of never go full wide or never go full tall. What does this mean? Going tall means going full in on only one strategy, and being super wide means doing a little bit of any strategy. Both of these are usually wrong. What you want to do is focus on 2 to 3 mechanics that go hand in hand. For example, that is a mechanics that goes full in on bossing, but at the same time it goes with Azmeri Spirits. So I was doing that strategy recently. So you are going balance. You are doing bosses with Azmeri Spirits. The same goes, for example, if you are doing expedition, normally you pair it with Delirium. Even if it's not the Delirium mirror, even if it is just instilling the map itself with Delirium, you try to pair it because these 2 things go hand in hand. Same goes for Bridge and Delirium. What I am trying to say is not only 1, not 4. A balance, 2 or 3 that go hand in hand, strategies that also make sense that they go together. Don't go with 2 strategies that make no sense that they go together. For example, Rogue Exiles suck right now. Well, let's assume Rogue Exiles are good and they are getting buffs in the future, right? And you want to farm Rogue Exiles. In my opinion, Rogue Exiles don't do that good with Ritual, because for Rogue Exiles you want to improve quantity and rarity of items, but these stats don't go well with Ritual because Ritual uses pack size, rare monsters, magic monsters, re-rolling the Ritual. These 2 things clash. They don't go hand in hand. So you wouldn't find these 2 things at the same time. So you go for 2 to 3 things, maybe 2 more, most of the time 2, that make sense together. The third tip is never neglect one part of the Trinity, that is the buffing of the map, the using of the map. What is the Trinity in the using of the map? In the Atlas, you get the tablets. The towers with the tablets is 1 layer. What is the other layer? The map that you put in here, it has mods, right? Like extra quantity, extra rarity in the map you put. That is the second layer. And the third layer is your Atlas tree. All these 3 things should be working towards the strategy you are using. Never neglect one of them. I see people all the time, they use the towers with the tablets really well, but they don't care about what waystone they put in there. Maybe they are putting the correct waystone and the correct tablet, but their Atlas is not optimized because they are too lazy to come to Doriani and refund the Atlas passive really quickly towards what they need for that map. All three things should be working together towards the goal you are doing. That way you will take really squeeze every single ounce of use your maps and your strategy can offer. I am assuming most people are following a use strategy they find in a YouTube video. Like you look at a YouTube video, hey, how to farm ritual. When you find that strategy, remember that you should couple it with something else that also serves ritual because of my second tip, right? Also, you are going to set up in a cleansed area like my first tip, right? And now with my third tip, in that YouTube video, they are going to probably tell you you should be looking for these affixes in tablets, you should be looking for these affixes in waystones, and they are going to tell you this is the Atlas 3 I am using. Please use the three things. Don't neglect any of them. And if you are going to develop your own strategy, and by the way, I am going to upload another video explaining how to develop your own farming strategy. If you want to watch it, subscribe to the channel, click the bell, all that, so that you get notified when I upload that video. But if you want to do your own strategy to farming, remember that you have to check these three layers: maps, Atlas, skill tree, and tablets. Now, the fourth tip is something that you probably know, but we are going to take it one step further. And it is, if your build can handle it, you should be always doing maps with layers of Delirium. Always instill your maps with Delirium. But you normally know this because they tell you to instill your maps with a modifier that you want. And this is important, dude. If you are going to instill your map, this goes again with tier 4 and with tier 3 and tier 2, that it is something that makes sense for your strategy. Rarity, in the case of Grid, it is probably always good, right? With Paranoia, we get number of rare monsters. This doesn't always make sense, but it makes sense a lot of the times. The Steel Eye gives you magic monsters. Again, if that makes sense with your strategy, you can put it in there. Don't just put something that doesn't make sense for your strategy. Put a Distilled Emotion that makes sense for your strategy. But that is only one step of the thing. Why do I recommend doing this? Because what you want is the extra splinters for the Simulacrum. When your map is still with Delirium, you not only get the benefit from this, that you get the benefit from the motion, but on top of that, you get the mirror monsters that drop Simulacrum splinters. This is even better if you at least have 4 out of 8 in Simulacrum, because you get these 2 points that are really important. Waystones found in your maps have 20% chance to have random instill emotions applied. So you will drop maps that are like this, which honestly, this is not the important part, that they are already with Delirium. This is not the important part, but those maps are cool. But the important part is the one that is behind that one, which is this one. Delirium Fog in your map has double difficulty scaling with distance from the mirror. That part doesn't matter because the whole map is mist, is fog or whatever. 50% increase the stack size of Simulacrum Splinters found from non-unique monsters in your maps. That is the part that you want. You will be dropping a lot of splinters. So whatever strategy you are doing, let's say you are doing expeditions or with the strong boxes, I don't know what strategy, you are going to, from those same monsters, you are going to be dropping Simulacrum Splinters, everything at the same time, dude. So when you combine all this stuff together, every single map that you do is going to be hyper optimized for maximum use. There is nothing you are leaving out in here for maximum use. Of course, in the case of the Delirium stuff, your build has to be able to handle it, but if you don't go too hard with mods and distill, it shouldn't be that hard. And the fifth tip, don't be mad at me, but this is absolutely true, because this will optimize your runs, this will make you faster. Pick a strategy that you enjoy and that you had fun doing. I know, this is not a real tip, I know this. No. There are people that go for the full maximum strategy divines per hour, even if they don't enjoy it. At the end of the time, you won't be playing that as optimized as you should. or for the amount of time that you should, because you are not having fun at that point. That is a job. That is not what we want. That will not help you use a strategy. If you are having fun while doing it, that will use a strategy. For example, I like doing the Trial of Chaos. I know that not a lot of people like it, but I like it, and that is a good fun. Fine by me doing it. Some people say that the Trial of the Sekemas is better. I hate that place. I never do it because it will feel like a job, right? So that is it. If you really hate doing, I don't know, you don't like Ritual, don't do it, because you will find it that it is a pain in the ass. But you like Breach, do Breach with Delirium. That will be awesome for you. So select a using strategy for maps that you know that you will like, and that will place you in the right state of mind to go all in with the other 4 tips that will truly use everything, and you will get the most out of this. And why is using everything important? Because it will reduce the amount of time that it takes to reach your objectives. If you do things suboptimally, you will take longer to reach your objectives. It will be more boring, and you may even give up because you feel like you are not progressing fast enough. But if you squeeze every single drop that you can out of your maps, you will reach your goals faster. And honestly, it is cool when you set up everything cool, like, oh, I have all these little things. It feels cool, dude. So I hope these tips are good for you and they help you reach your goals, dude. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I a clown? Am I a genius? I love reading comments even when they don't agree with me. Also remember to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, all that cool stuff. Guys, thanks for being here. You guys are awesome. God bless ya. And remember, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride.